Mike Tyson's return to the ring after nearly 2 decades was expected to be a thrilling battle of skill, legacy, and grit. Instead, it turned into a unique spectacle dominated by Jake Paul, a YouTuber turned boxer who secured an 8-round unanimous decision victory. What made headlines just as much as the fight itself was Tyson's shocking post-fight admission: "I don't remember the fight that much. I kind of blanked out." Tyson's honesty revealed a man who stepped into the ring for the experience rather than a quest for glory. Despite Jake Paul's technical win, the story didn't feel like a triumph for him either. Tyson's attitude, centered on savoring the moment and sharing it with his family, overshadowed the scorecards and reminded fans why he remains an enduring legend in the sport. Adding a dramatic twist to the narrative, Tyson revealed he had been battling a near-death experience with an ulcer flare up in the days leading up to the fight. His decision to move forward, despite the risks, wasn't just brave. It was a testament to the champion's unyielding spirit. While the bout wasn't the epic clash fans had hoped for, Tyson's resilience stole the spotlight. Jake Paul, on the other hand, admitted to holding back out of respect for the icon, sparking mixed reactions. Some applauded his sportsmanship, while others questioned the legitimacy of his career. In the end, the fight became more than just a match. It was a poignant moment of 2 contrasting fighters crossing paths, leaving fans with a mix of nostalgia, entertainment, and respect for the tenacity that defines champions like Tyson. Mike Tyson's highly anticipated return to the boxing ring after nearly 2 decades was expected to be a battle for the ages, a clash of generations and legends. Instead, it turned into an unexpected showcase for Jake Paul, with Tyson himself admitting he barely remembers the 8-round match. "I don't remember the fight that much. I kind of blanked out," Tyson candidly shared during an interview with Fox Sports Radio. The most vivid moment he could recall: Jake Paul bowing after the first round. "That's the last thing I remember," Tyson said, seemingly unfazed by the fight's outcome. His honesty painted a picture of a man who stepped into the ring for the experience rather than the glory, a legend who remains grounded despite the spectacle surrounding him. Jake Paul, never one to shy away from the spotlight, admitted that he held back during the fight out of respect for the boxing icon. "Yeah, definitely. Definitely a bit," Paul said, acknowledging that he didn't go full force against Tyson. "I wanted to give the fans a show, but I didn't want to hurt someone that didn't need to be hurt." While his admission may seem magnanimous, it also added fuel to the ongoing debate about the legitimacy of Paul's boxing career. For Tyson, though, the match seemed less about the competition and more about enjoying the moment. He revealed that after the fight, he simply went home with his wife and kids before heading to an after-party. "I wasn't tired, I wasn't sweaty," he remarked, highlighting how unbothered he was by the event. To Tyson, the real victory appeared to be living in the moment and celebrating with his loved ones, leaving Paul with a technical win but little else to boast about. Adding another dramatic twist to the story, Tyson disclosed that he had been dealing with a serious health scare in the lead-up to the fight. He revealed that he nearly died from an ulcer flare-up before stepping into the ring, a life-threatening condition that could have sidelined anyone else. Despite this, Tyson chose to press on, delivering a performance that, while not victorious, was undeniably courageous. Reflecting on the experience, Tyson shared his perspective with his trademark wisdom. "This is one of those situations where you lost but still won." His words resonated deeply, reminding fans that his legacy is built on much more than wins and losses. After all, if Jake Paul's biggest achievement from the fight was holding back against a 58-year-old legend, it's clear that Tyson's enduring spirit and resilience remain the real story. Ultimately, the fight became a showcase of 2 very different personalities. On one side, Jake Paul continued to build his brand as a YouTuber turned boxer, blending entertainment with athleticism. On the other, Tyson proved once again why he's a beloved figure in the sport, not just for his accomplishments, but for his authenticity and grace. The match may not have delivered the fireworks fans hoped for, but it underscored Tyson's ability to transcend the ring and remain a cultural icon. Whether it's facing an opponent in the ring or overcoming personal challenges outside of it, Tyson continues to inspire with his unwavering determination and larger-than-life presence. The fight between Mike Tyson and Jake Paul may not have been the epic clash many envisioned, but it was certainly a reflection of the times, a fusion of old-school boxing grit and modern-day social media theatrics. For Jake Paul, the bout was another stepping stone in his journey to establish himself as a legitimate contender in the boxing world. For Tyson, it was a chance to reconnect with the sport he loves, even if the stakes were far different from his prime. Fans of both fighters tuned in, some out of nostalgia for Tyson's glory days, and others to witness Paul's polarizing antics. In the end, the event became more about the spectacle than the scorecards, highlighting the evolving nature of boxing in the entertainment era. Tyson's revelation about his health struggles added a layer of poignancy to the story. Facing a near-death experience from an ulcer flare-up just before the fight would have deterred most people. But Tyson's decision to step into the ring showed his indomitable spirit. It wasn't just about the fight, it was about proving to himself and his fans that he still had the courage to face challenges head-on. His ability to turn adversity into motivation is a testament to the mindset that made him a champion. For Tyson, it was never about the outcome, it was about showing up, embracing the moment, and continuing to inspire others with his resilience. Jake Paul's approach to the fight, meanwhile, sparked mixed reactions. While some applauded his decision to hold back out of respect for Tyson, others saw it as a calculated move to avoid backlash. Regardless, Paul's performance showcased his growing confidence in the ring, blending his trademark bravado with a surprising level of sportsmanship. His ability to draw massive audiences, even against a retired legend, speaks to his knack for staying relevant in the ever-changing landscape of combat sports. However, the fight also raised questions about his future. Can Paul continue to balance his showman persona with the demands of being taken seriously as a boxer? In the end, the Tyson-Paul bout was less about competition and more about narrative. It brought together two vastly different generations of fighters, each with their own reasons for stepping into the ring. For Tyson, it was a nostalgic return to the sport that defined him, a chance to show that age and adversity can't diminish his love for boxing. For Paul, it was another chapter in his quest to carve out a unique legacy, blending entertainment with athletic ambition. While the fight may not go down in history as a classic, it will be remembered as a cultural moment that bridged the gap between the past and the present, reminding fans why boxing continues to captivate audiences around the world.